Oh man, say that again. What are the options once again?
The large, round, red front door, a skylight, and kind of on the back of the hill that the Mathom-house is built into is an old kind of door. Looks like it's not used a whole lot, but it's
That one.
into the same hill as the Mathom-house.
Is the dog visible?
Say that again.
Is the dog visible?
You don't see any signs of the dog here.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Let's get in our mind's eye. Like, where does the dog want to nap? Dog is probably going to want to be in the place where when the sun comes up, the sun comes in, it's going to kind of be on it. So it could be all nice and warm and toasty. Because I love waking up in some sunlight, right? So that's probably what the dog would like too. So I'm going to look for which one of these places is the most likely that I think the dog would probably take a nap.
The skylight.
Animal
Let's take a look through the skylight.
Yeah.
Those of you who want to go up to the skylight, it will require an athletics test.
Okay, so athletics first and then animal handling.
I'm so good at that. Let me do it. And when I say that, I'm not being
Drogo,
serious.
you did
I'm actually
good.
terrible.
You're so good at this.
He likes to think he's athletics, but he's not.
Oh,
You're
shit,
great
Paladin.
at this. You're so good.
Knock it out of the park.
Paladin crushing things.
Anyone
Nice.
else climbing
I'll
up
keep
on
an
the
eye
roof?
out down here.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead there, Lobelia? Give me a perception test. Is anyone else climbing up to the roof?
No, but I'd love to use explore to kind of just get a sense of.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and roll that for me.
You got this, brother.
Thank you so much.
And kind of know where my feet are.
I know where my
Kind
Here's
of.
where I am standing.
You are here.
Esmeralda, what are you doing?
I might just kind of keep my eyes out.
Okay, give me another
Dan,
perception test.
this
You and
might be
Lobelia
a-
are keeping watch.
This might be a foretelling, Dan, that our dice luck is changing.
Yeah,
Oh no, just me.
it's just
Just
you.
me. That's fine. I'm fine with
I
that.
have been offloading my luck on people lately, I
That
think.
is
We had that conversation the other
fucking
day. Yeah. All right. So, those of you climbing on the roof, you do. Not a problem. No trouble. Those of you keeping watch, you're keeping an eye on the bounders. You can see that one of the bounders, a younger bounder, you'd all be familiar enough with her. Her name is Ada Burrows. You can kind of see her moving through every now and then, but with a little bit of lamplight, you're able to kind of direct the others to kind of take cover here and there to keep out of sight. Whereas you look over and you see Rory Mac. That way is north as Rory Mac points east.
Rory, it's dark and you're drunk again.
So, up on the roof, Paladin, you want to give me an animal handling test?
I do.
Does
Does the jerky help me with that? Or this is more just getting a feel for where it would be.
Say that again there, Paladin.
Does having jerky help me?
So, not yet.
But this is more like finding it.
Yeah, because you were looking for where you think the dog
Okay,
might be,
okay.
sleeping in a spot that would give it the best light. Look at that.
Oh
You
my
rolled a fucking
gosh.
20.
I understand animals. I'm thinking like the dog.
You're looking at the sky, you're doing math, and like numbers are floating around in your head as you realize the first rays of light would actually strike right next to the front door. And as you kind of look and like peering through the skylight, looking down in there, you can actually see the small dog owned by Malva Slowfoot to help guard the Mathom-house. It's, in Hobbiton, they wouldn't have this name for it, but just so you all get the idea of what you're looking at, you see a little Yorkshire Terrier sleeping by the front door.
Cute.
You mean a Shire Terrier?
A Shire Terrier. Thank you there, Drogo, for correcting me
so
on that.
good.
Bonus points for Grim and Perilous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Okay, so the dog's over by the front door, but I don't think I could probably get the jerky to it from here. Hmm.
You throw it?
We
Probably
could always just place it by the front door. That way it's like smells it and stays near it.
like, or just kind of like slide it just a little bit under the door, so it kind of has to work at it to try and pull it through the door. Because
Yeah.
then it's not only getting food, which makes it happy, but it's having to put in the extra effort to try and pull the jerky through the door.
Uh-huh.
So that's like win-win. Drogo, you're so smart. Oh my God, I love you. I'm going to hug you.
All
For
right.
3 seconds too long.
All right.
All right.
Oh, it's gonna be my brand, I feel like.
Just wait until goblins tomorrow when we come across that hot night again. Okay.
All right, that's what I'm gonna take Drogo's advice and I'm gonna do exactly that because he's so smart.
So let me get this right. You shimmy back down. You go to the
Yes.
front door. You take a bit of jerky and you kind of like wedge it under the door a little bit. That way
At multiple spots. So here's the idea. Multiple spots wedged under the door. So the dog's gonna have to work on this little part, work it there, and this spot over here, work it there.
Bunch of
right?
bits,
A bunch of bits, right?
like bacon bits or something.
Or kibble and
Yes.
bits.
Okay. The dog has been, if it wakes up, it will be neutralized by this. You rolled me a 20. You got a 22 on that animal handling check. You did great. So, dog taken care of. Next is going to be, how are you all getting into the Mathom-house? The front door is now no longer an option.
Either we mission reasonably possible through the sunroof, or
Oh.
we.
If
Or we
Drogo's
just-
still up there, he could drop a rope.
Yeah?
I figured Drogo's going to be like looking through to see if he can figure out where this map is supposed to be.
Right off the
I say the door that hasn't been used very much.
Yes,
Shit.
I agree.
It was exciting there.
It was. Okay. So I'll just put it out there. Drogo, from where you're at, you're looking for a map. You don't see any signs of it, which means once you're inside, you're going to have to do a little bit of searching here and there. If I'm correct, you're dropping a rope down. Everyone else, now, Paladin, I'm not going to make you re-roll this, but everyone else who's going to shimmy up to lower down through the skylight is going to have to give me an athletics test. Because you've got Drogo and a rope helping you, advantage.
Oh, good.
Bailey,
we
you
could
want
do
to
it
go
that
the
way.
other way? Bailey, you wanted to go the other way, right?
Oh, what did you
I
get?
shall meet you inside.
Are you going through the
I don't want
stone
you-
door at the back?
The old door that doesn't look like it's used very much.
Sure.
Well, do you want to be on your own? Because if you do, that's cool. But if you want somebody with you, just say the word and I'm with you.
The word.
The word. Okay, I'm with you.
I remembered my joke, and it's too late now.
It's too late. So
It's
we've got
never
gonna
too late,
ask-
sister. Please tell us your joke.
I was gonna ask Gertrude if you need help. Hee haw twice.
sadly Gertrude's not here.
Sis, you are so smart. I'm going to hug my sister.
You do?
But there's never too long whenever I hug
It's
my
never
sister.
too long.
appropriate about it.
I mean,
You can't hug your own sister for too long.
That's
just
true.
ask the Lannisters.
That's true.
Oh,
Wow,
That makes it
okay.
make more sense, I think.
Oh.
Once again, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones crossover. Coming to a grim and perilous stream near you. Adam says no. 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 Coming to a Defenders of Kobold stream near you.
Wow, that's
Oh
not how I
my
expected
gosh.
that to go. But okay.
Okay.
Wow, that's a place.
So here's where we're at. Lobelia and Paladin are going to be going in through the back door.
You know it.
Drogo, Esmeralda, and Rory. Are you all still committed to the sunroof, the skylight, or are you also going to be going into the back door?
I mean, the skylight sounds a lot more exciting, to be honest.
Okay.
Drogo is going to remain up here as a lookout. He's not going to actually go in himself.
Sure. Okay.
And so he's going to help people lower down and then come back up.
Sure. So that leaves you, Rory. Are you going in through the skylight, or are
I'm
you
going
going
around the back. I'm
Going
going
around
around
the
the back a little bit.
So that means that Esmeralda is going to be heading in through the skylight. Drogo is going to be a lookout on the roof, and the remaining of the party is heading through the unused door on the back of the hill.
Yeah.
So we got a couple things going on.
We split the party like you always should do.
Right.
Especially at level 1.
We should pretend we're about to punch each other so that I can do something in combat.
Esmeralda, are you lowering this rope down on the inside and then climbing in?
I mean, I feel like that's the reasonable thing to do.
Sure.
Yeah, like just real gentle. Yeah.
Give me an athletics test with advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty 20. You do good.
Nice.
You lower yourself down. We'll come back to that. So those of you who head around to the back door, you find that it's not locked. You force it open. It's this old kind of cellar-esque tunnel dug in. Narrow, cluttered, underground. And you can see that it heads into a basement filled with all sorts of forgotten trinkets. But as you kind of like make your way in towards this basement, a small pack of rats leap out.
Oh my God, they
chittering.
want my blood.
They look
Behind me, young one.
Me? Am I the other one?
Rory Mac, I don't know.
Rory is kind of dumb.
So what do you got, Lobelia?
I will draw my parasol and I will lunge at them.
Go ahead and roll me that attack.
Okay.
So
how
if
do
you
I
click
roll?
on the inventory tab, there you go. And then you click attack button in the chat.
Oh. Yeah, I'll attack with my dagger as
Sure.
well after Adam's done.
Do people have weapons?
Lobelia. 2 characters ended up with weapons, and it is Rory Mac
Wow.
and Lobelia.
Yes, it's fitting that they're together.
Lobelia, you wade in, but it's like your umbrella is just a little too slow. These rats are avoiding you. Rory Mac, though, you come in hot and heavy with your fucking dagger. And go ahead and roll me your damage. You slash, you skewer, you eviscerate a couple of rats.
Hell
Small
yes.
rat-sized blood sprays streak across the old trinkets, and the remaining rats realize that they have been bested and skitter off.
I love it. And since this was combat for my action, I'm going to say 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Go Rory Mac! Yeah! And all of us are going to get 4 temporary hit points.
Kick ass.
Hooray! Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
4.
All right. So, you all eventually move out of the cellar, and you can see Esmeralda's already kind of poking around. Esmeralda, there's no initial sign of the map. The dog is fully distracted. So, if you're all wanting to search for this map, that will be an investigate test.
And me and Lobelia. do
Everyone
that
but
as well, or
Drogo
no?
gets to do this.
Okay. Investigate.
Something is wrong.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah, me the same, Dan. I'm very unsettled by this.
Feel very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, me too. This I
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
fine.
how to play when things go right.
Yeah.
You wait for the other shoe to drop.
I am waiting for the. That's exactly what it is. I'm sitting here with my butt cheeks
I mean, like,
clenched.
Horses for
which
hobbits,
roll
the
is
other
it gonna
hairy
be?
foot.
When is it gonna happen?
All right, who am I
Or
missing?
you just don't
Labelia,
ask questions and you just
Esmeralda,
don't worry.
Mac. I need Paladin to roll me that investigation test as well.
Wait, what? Investigation check?
Looking for the map.
Oh,
Find the map. Find the map. Find the map.
I am not a smart hobbit.
Okay.
But you know what love is.
So
I do, because my family loves me so much and I have the best sister ever. And I'm so glad you saw that, Drogo. I'm a very lucky young man.
Paladin is being a little reckless in this search. And you end up making
I'm
a little
still
bit
drunk.
You're still drunk. Make a little too much noise. And the dog wakes up. Luckily, Paladin set the stage. And the dog wakes up and is immediately trying to go for that jerky.
Ooh.
The rest of you are surging around Paladin unsuccessfully. And eventually you find it buried behind a stack of old cookbooks on the bottom shelf of one of these bookcases is the map that Bilbo is looking for. It's surprisingly in good condition, a little bit creased, but you have what you came for. How are you all getting out of here?
Same way we came.
Okay, cool. Esmeralda, are you going back up out the skylight, or are you going with the rest of the party?
Of course, I'm going at the skylight. It's the most cool thing I can possibly
Give
do.
me an athletics test.
With advantage, because I'm helping?
With advantage. Roll it again.
Oh, good. All right. Oh, that's
I'm helping.
Thank goodness Drogo
there it
is
is.
helping.
Team player right there.
Drogo is a proper team player.
He is a proper team player.
After you all have the map, you escape from the Mathom-house.
Plus, our version of the story is way cooler than theirs now.
Yeah.
Right?
You make a swift journey home. And once again, you're greeted by the green door of Baggins, thrown open like a pop gun, to reveal a Bilbo Baggins grinning like an idiot, walking stick in hand. Ah, you found it. Wonderful, simply wonderful, my friends. Though Bilbo is eager and he ushers you all in. Come. We'll review the map quickly tonight. If we're to set off on our next adventure, this remarkable find of yours makes me believe I am quite ready for another. And that is where the first of the adventures from the Shire Adventures books ends.
Amazing.
That was delightful.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I really like that we probably pissed off a lot of Lord of the Rings fans and also Game of Thrones fans.
Probably. Listen.
Yep. But
Or delighted.
I'm
Go
a
ahead,
fan
Adam.
of both. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
except for the last season.
Yeah.
That's totally
What
fair.
season? I don't even remember.
Uh-huh. All right. So that is the end of tonight's session. Everyone who watched, thank you for hanging out with us. John, congratulations on your prize. Adam will get in contact with you to get those codes.
Already have.
Oh, shit. Adam is on top of things. Fantastic. Congratulations, John. My Trey, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a delight to get to...
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
This is
Thank you
so
for
great.
providing the opportunity to give that product away and also still kick ass that you got to work on that. That's super cool.
I did one page. Like, let's
Don't
really
downplay
back
this.
up this
It's
like
super
work on a
fucking
thing.
cool.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Yeah. All right.
Harder. Something to be
I
proud of.
guess let's do our closing round. My Trey is tonight's special guest, our wonderful friend. Go ahead and tell us about what you got happening.
When I'm not inviting myself to games like this one, I make YouTube content, multi-system or system agnostic, whatever you want to call it, that really centers on sort of the interactions at the table. I put out stuff on Wednesdays. Sometimes it's weekly, sometimes bi-weekly. I don't know. I'm pretty bad at being consistent about it. I didn't used to be, but I am now. But otherwise, thank you so much for having me, guys. Thank you.
Fantastic. Absolutely. Let's see. Jeremy, what do you want to plug?
Oh, yeah. You can check out Aaron Risa on Patreon. There's comics and there's maps and there's tokens and it's great and you should check it out.
Absolutely, you should. Very cool. Mike, very rarely do you get to plug stuff on stream.
Yeah, every once in a while. I usually just plug our Patreon, and that where we do like Mechanics Mondays. We're working on a Radiator game, a future post-apocalyptic game. That we're starting up a new campaign, so that's going to be interesting. So, yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you want to see what this guy has been doing once a week for the past couple of years, i.e., writing an essay, like a good 5-paragraph essay or so,
Yeah,
once a week,
That's wild.
I
So
couldn't do it.
cool.
You can
I
sign
could
up
not do
and
it.
see what he's been doing.
it's
And learn a lot about the Powered by Zweihander games, too.
the various Powered by Zweihander games.
Awesome.
Dan.
And I did a little bit on Heart too.
Yeah. Oh, there you
That
go.
was fun.
Dan, what do you got, man?
Happy to have people come check out the Discord. There's us, Compare Studios, Mollygaggers, memes, episode discussion,
Uh-huh.
cryptids, probably potatoes.
Yes.
Potatoes,
Frogs. Also frogs.
frogs.
Yeah. I am going to go next, so that way Adam can close this out. A lot of the times when I'm not here on GMP, you can find me over on Defenders of Cobalt, along with most of the people you see here. Wednesday nights, we have our Alien campaign, All Fear the Ishtar. Friday nights, our America campaign, that's DCC in the post-apocalyptic America setting, mutated teenage monstrosities. And then on YouTube's every Tuesday and Thursday, you can catch my Trey and I playing a Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. It's the Age of Ashes story path, but we're playing all goblins, and we are absolute chaos. And John is a goddamn saint for putting up with us.
Oops.
Oops, all goblins.
Oops, all goblins.
Adam, what do you want to talk about to close this out?
Well, just here recently, we put the greatest adventure ever written
Ever.
for Zweihander RPG. The Kids Aren't All Right.
Mm-hmm.
That it came out on POD only, on print on demand. No, it came out on PDF. That's the P acronym I'm looking for. Only, and now it's on print on demand. Let me get that link for you here real quick.
That's right. Go buy The Kids Aren't All Right, because I wrote it.
Yep. And I'll just echo Frosty's comment there about the Patreon. That we are creating our own Zweihander supplement called Radiator, and there's a whole campaign that is on there. It's like it'll either be 59 or 60 episodes by the time we get done posting them all. And we started that campaign back when basically we were just calling things different than what they were in the Zweihander book, up till the point where we are now, which is almost finished. And then soon we'll be releasing the next campaign where we're playing with a full supplement, pretty much. So if you want to check that out, sign up and you'll get to see those shows. The first couple episodes, though, will be free from what Jason, who's running it, says. So if you're on the fence, then just stay tuned to our YouTube channel. If you are watching us on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But since we're on Twitch right now, as of the moment, if you aren't following us and you like what we're doing, give us a follow too.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
everyone who didn't win, check out that GM journal.
Yeah.
Pretty neat stuff.
Absolutely. All right. So that's the game for tonight. Thank you, everyone. We will catch you all later. I don't know. Let's throw someone under the spot. My tray, close us out.
What? No.
Yeah, say something really dumb to end the session.
It took me a minute.
Beautiful. Goodbye, everyone.
There it is.
Bye.